Hey, what's up, backers? I wanted to take a break while I was working on the film and give you guys a little bit of update, but actually more of behind the scenes of what's happening. Right now, I'm in one of those stages, which is probably one of the most daunting parts of creating a video project, but probably one of the most important parts, which is the music selection stage. Sound, typically, so music, VO, audio in general is 50% of what you hear, and it's really important. And it's more than just throwing some random music track underneath the audio, someone's voice, to give and edit live. So I just want to kind of give you guys a behind the scenes look of what that looks like and a little bit of what that process is and what it entails. So first, basically, we get our edited film that we have. We've edited together some stuff here, which is our sound bites from our different individuals that we interviewed. And now it's time to bring some life, bring some emotion, some flow to this whole piece. So the bit of the daunting step is selecting that music. So we use a few different services, and this one's actually Marmoset Music. It allows us to kind of filter a whole bunch of music based on either mood, energy, arc, length, if there's instruments, if there's vocals, all different types of fun little parameters that really help us narrow down our search. And so basically what I've done for this part of the film is we're kind of looking at the who's responsible finger pointing section, and we need to figure out what kind of music would bring that to life. So again, this is kind of very like the blame game right now. So I went through tons and tons of music tracks, listened to all these different artists from all the stock music, and then I download a bunch of different temp tracks, and then I pull them into our video editor here, and then I start to throw them underneath my edit to see what that would sound like with the VO and to see how it would kind of flow together, and then we'll time our edits better to the music that we choose. So just to give you an idea of that process, once I brought in the music tracks here underneath, I'll just kind of listen back and see how the whole thing flows. So here's an example of, first we've got no music.
Schools or students choosing the schools in which to attend, maybe selecting a school that might be their dream institution, but they can't afford it.
We're asking kids to make up.
So we need a real driver, some music behind this. Let's just filter through some tracks.
Schools or students choosing the schools in which to attend, maybe selecting a school that might be their dream institution, but they can't afford it.
We're asking kids to make a decision that's going to affect the rest of their lives when you're 18 years old. And when you're 18 years old, you have no life context yet. I mean, you've not been on your own yet. You have no context of cost. You have no context of reality whatsoever. You've been living at home for the most part, and your parents have been covering the bill for everything.
These kids don't even do their own laundry. They're not making their own meals, and yet we're asking them to make a decision that's going to impact them for the rest of their lives.
In my opinion, it might be the people that are pushing everyone to college. Maybe it's the people that are saying, if you don't go down this road, you're not going to be a success.
So I can't say that, I've picked the perfect music track yet, but this is kind of behind the scenes look at the process as I narrow down and start to find music for certain sections of the film to really help drive it, to give it space, to add character to it, to add more depth and emotion to it. So again, music being one of the more important things in a film, but it goes very unnoticed, is the more we can pick the best track for it, the less you'll kind of notice, but it'll help drive that film forward. So again, just want to give you behind the scenes look at this nice, long, tedious process in which, I could spend a couple hours just finding that one perfect music track. So as you can see, we're getting towards the end of the post-production kind of phase of the film now that we've kind of got some edits all in place, bunched together, and now we're working on tightening it all up, adding music and those things. So you're probably wondering again, when is this film coming out? And we're getting super excited because we actually have a screening in which Adam Carroll is going to be presenting to a bunch of college students on August 15th. So the first full official screening for this film will be on August 15th. And post that kind of event, then you'll hear from us, and we'll make sure to get your copy out to you, copy to our backers, and our whole kind of online release. But we're working really hard, really diligently buttoning up this film, so that way, kind of in the last hour, we're ready to have our first big premiere in front of a big, large audience. So stay tuned. Thanks, guys.